Now, the Packers were a team, as we said earlier, that we had flagged and others had flagged as a potential candidate for Stephon Gilmore, who, what a shock. The Patriots, yet again, put out the word that they're releasing a player, and that's how it was phrased yesterday, right around now, out of the blue, breaking news. Oh, hey, Stephon Gilmore is being released by the Patriots. Oh, wait, no, he's not. The Patriots are simply putting it out there so that someone will make a phone call and offer something for the services of Stephon Gilmore. The Panthers ended up getting Gilmore for a sixth-round pick in 2023. Here are General Manager Scott Fitterer and head coach Matt Rule of the Carolina Panthers on the decision to bring Stephon Gilmore back to the Carolinas.
Really the quality of the person that we're bringing in. He's a local guy, Defensive Player of the Year just a couple of years ago. He'll be a great veteran presence for the young guys we have, JC and CJ and Keith. You couple him with Dante, and those are good mentors for that group. Dante has grown up a lot and taken on a leadership role. And just the stronger we are as a group on the back end, the better we'll be.
I just think as many good players as we can bring around here and tremendous professionals, we're going to do it. And this was just, one of those things that's too good to pass up. I mean, he's too good of a player. He's from here. I think when you find out about who he is football character-wise as well, I mean, it just adds to the core of what we are. So we have a great group of guys on defense, so I think it just adds to that.
Hey, and look, it shows the Panthers are ready to go. They're ready to try to win. And it also, Chris, it kept Tommy from bringing Stephon to Tampa Bay. Because if Stephon Gilmore becomes a free agent, Brady's going to put on the hard sell and try to get him down there. They are ravaged by injuries in the secondary to the point where they had to call Richard Sherman and plug him into the starting lineup with 3 days of practice. They'd have been all over Stephon Gilmore. So part of the reason why you're giving up that sixth-round pick in 2023 is to keep Stephon Gilmore off of the Buccaneers. Whatever he does for the Panthers, hey, it's fine, because he's not doing anything for the Buccaneers. And that surely was one of the motivating factors for the Panthers to get involved and keep Gilmore from becoming a free agent and keep him from making a beeline to Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. I mean, we brought up the Panthers yesterday as one of the teams, the suitors. I thought they would be in play for this. I did. I didn't think the trade would go down like that. That was awesome. The first thing I want to just say is, I don't know. What was everybody else doing? Why did nobody else want to give up a fifth-round pick? I mean, if you're a team in the Super Bowl window, and, I think the Panthers, they look at themselves, I think, as like a legit NFC contender. And I agree. I think they are. I really do. And I think they probably came away from that Dallas game last week going, wait, we need one more cover guy if we got to play some teams like them or the Rams or the Cardinals or, of course, the Bucs to know, like, wait, these teams can run the ball and we can't put too many eggs into that basket, so we need some guys that could just play lockdown man-to-man. So it makes sense from that standpoint. It really does. I just don't understand why more people didn't get involved. I'm shocked by that. I really am.
Albert Breer of SI reported yesterday that on Monday, the Patriots discreetly contacted teams they can trust, meaning teams that aren't going to leak to people like us. Right. Hey, they're you know what? They're trying to trade Stephon Gilmore. It's something for you to look into.
Yeah.
They called us trying to trade him. And what they found was they couldn't get the two different factors satisfied. How much the Patriots wanted, which really wasn't much at the end of the day, but Gilmore's contractual desires. And I think what ultimately happened, unless they traded him to Carolina against his wishes, I think what ultimately happened is Gilmore and his agent realized no one's giving Stephon Gilmore what he wants now. So he's going to have to play for now under the terms of the contract that he had signed with the Patriots years ago.
Right.
And Scott Fitterer, the GM of the Panthers, said yesterday, we're open to extending it, but he goes home. He's from Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Yeah.
The Panthers have a training facility in Rock Hill, South Carolina, or they're building one. I don't know if it's done or not yet. I guess I should know that, but I don't.
Wow,
if I know it, I've forgotten it. How dare you? But Charlotte's right there. Charlotte's right on the other side of the border.
Yeah.
He grew up in Rock Hill.
Right.
So if I'm going to go anywhere for the terms of the contract I don't like, take me home. Let's go. And then we see what happens. And if nothing else, he becomes a free agent in March, and he can go wherever he wants after that. So I think the Panthers may have been the only team that he would have been happy to go play for under the terms of his current deal. And he's willing to take the leap of faith that once he starts playing again, they'll like what they see.
Yeah.
And they'll do something about getting him signed long term. And also because he was traded, he's still on the PUP list, isn't eligible to return until after week 6. If he'd been cut, he could have played right away.
Right.
But since he was traded, he's still subject to the terms of the PUP list. So you won't see him play this weekend. You won't see him play the following weekend against the Vikings. He's eligible to return to practice after that.
Yeah, that's right. In a lot of ways, that's probably a gift. It really is. Get him in shape, get him to learn the offense. Make sure he's ready to go instead of just throwing him out there into the fire. Hey, we traded for a guy. Here he goes. Oh, he pulled his hamstring. I mean, that story happens all the time. So it makes a lot of sense. I have the ultimate respect for the Panthers and what they do. I really do. I think Matt Rule is a hell of a coach. I think their front office has been aggressive and made a lot of right moves all offseason into this regular season so far. I mean, again, I thought one of the under-the-radar better trades last week was C.J. Henderson. I do. I obviously he was in the doghouse with the Jacksonville Jaguars, but there's talent there. And, I think when you take that and then you look at, I'll echo a little bit what Scott Fitterer said there, or maybe it was Matt Rule. It is a young group still, too. So now you got Gilmore there. He's going to be able to, teach. He's going to be able to teach a Dante Jackson like they talked about, and J.C. Horn, and of course, C.J. Henderson. Teach them how to be pros. And they already got A.J. Bouye there, who's, of course, been there, done that, too. And I just think it was a needed move for them, at least in their eyes, because I think they view themselves as a kind of a sleeper Super Bowl team. I do. And it makes sense with the teams that they're going to have to face off in the NFC to get in the playoffs or even to win their own division, which is probably the first goal they're talking about. They know they got to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Gilmore's going to go a long way to helping that out.
By the way, for those of you out there wondering, as I was, the Panthers' new headquarters and practice facility in Rock Hill has a targeted opening date of 2023. So Stephon Gilmore, I have to stick around for a while to say that I go to work every day in my hometown, at least between Monday and Saturday.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.